In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Australian dollar today as it's realizing a little hesitation here today. We're seeing it giving up slightly, a little bit of ground here today after closing at basically three-year highs yesterday. However, we did see it push out to, again, new highs intraday today before it gave up a little ground. So currently the Australian dollar right around the spot 7910 level. Now we did see an intraday high of spot 79355. Again, three-year high, basically. And also, when you look at some of the factors, I think why we're seeing, at least for today, the Australian dollar coming under a little bit of selling pressure. Number one, the global equity weakness that the markets have experienced the last couple of days. We did see some weakness in the U.S. yesterday. It kind of worked its way around the globe, I think, overnight. And I think that's one of the reasons why we did see a little hesitation in the Australian dollar, as we did see some weakness in the Australian markets, the Asian markets as well. Further weakness in the U.S. to start today. Now we're seeing them fight back throughout the session, but nonetheless, I think that was another factor. And also just the U.S. dollar bouncing back above 90 here temporarily, at least for the time being. So that's why I think overall we did see this Australian dollar giving up a little ground today relative to the U.S. dollar. But when we look at the Australian dollar as a whole, there's no question it continues to be a strong performer here in the currency space. The Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar continue to benefit, I think, from the trends in the economic structure, particularly when you see China continuing to ramp up economic activity, as well as, again, the British pound continues to chug higher as well. So we are seeing, again, those in the major currencies, the British pound, Australian dollar continuing to benefit from some of the trends. The euro under a little pressure. And interestingly enough, the Swiss franc under some pretty heavy selling pressure today as well when you look at the major currency markets across the board. But still, Australian dollar slightly lower today, but still pushing up, and actually did intraday make new three-year highs before giving up a little ground on today's session.